Introducing first, from Albania, Toronto, Canada, and St. Louis, Missouri, respectively, it's Xena Phoenix with Kara Kai and Tara Strike, the Dojo Defenders.
Xena Phoenix, French with the Dojo Defenders because they're all three grapplers.
7.5 years of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, has fought Muay Thai, and also, much like Karakai, studied catch wrestling.
And their opponents from San Francisco, California, St. Paul, Minnesota, and the Glitter Aerobics Academy of Beverly Hills, and Coach Campanelli, Candy Crush, and Gloria Glitter, their top tier.
And right now, the World Trios champions, top tier, set to defend those World Trios championship titles, David.
Well, nobody's been able to defeat them yet, but this team with the grapplers between Dojo Defenders and Xena Phoenix have the best shot to date. Top tier, always having to come in with their white gear, have changed over to dark black and gold, and it represents the ideal of Coach Campanelli.
That's right, David. They claim to be the best team in professional wrestling. The WOW World Trios champions have held on to those championships for several months now here in WOW. David, you talk about that new gear. Well, also, there's the champions purse. They've got a little bit extra coin to spend on new gear, David.
You got that right, and Kara Kai's all set. She's ready to go. Top tier selecting who will get into the competition first right now.
Gloria Glitter starting things off for top tier, David, which is interesting because just 2 weeks ago, Gloria Glitter was, well, we'll say benched by Coach Campanelli, and it was just Coach Campanelli and Candy Crush who took on the Mighty Mites and defeated them quickly. Gloria Glitter going for the pinfall in the early goings of this contest.
They had to teach her who's boss, and the boss is Coach Campanelli. And they didn't like Gloria Glitter going out on her own and trying to get in a qualifying match to get into that Battle Royal. But the Class Master was successful, winning the WOW World Championship. It's the first time in history since 25 years ago when Terry Gold won it in a Battle Royal. The Class Master made history with the help of Samantha Smart. Kara Kai going to town right now, baby.
Kara Kai tagging into Tara Strike. The Dojo Defenders working so well together now. Double boot to the midsection and double kick sending Gloria Glitter down. Coach Campanelli in at the count of one to break things up. Scarlett Donovan, our official in this contest now. Take a look at those kicks from Tara Strike. Gloria Glitter able to scout that kick and tags in to Candy Crush, the heavy hitter of WOW.
That's one thing about Candy Crush, Coach Campanelli, and Glitter. They all have the excellence of knowing exactly when to tag in their partner. And we've got to see if the Dojos and Xena Phoenix can excel. Look at that takeover by Xena Phoenix.
Here's the armbar that took out Vicious Veronica Maroon almost in seconds now. Going for the cradle pin. Scarlett Donovan says only a 2 count. David, what a matchup this is, and what a way to kick things off here at WOW Women of Wrestling. Japanese arm drag from Xena Phoenix, and sending Candy Crush down to the purple canvas with a drop toe hold. Now she's going for that armbar again.
Xena Phoenix going for the victory quickly.
But Candy Crush countering and rolling Xena Phoenix on her back. Candy Crush, of course, has studied plenty of tape with Coach Campanelli, who now, while Scarlett Donovan's back was turned, able to bury the knees right into the lower part of the back of Xena Phoenix, and this is where things can get really dangerous for the new WOW superhero.
Xena Phoenix was not successful in that Battle Royal. She was the first one eliminated, and one might reason it was too crowded in the ring. She didn't have the ability to maneuver and take an opponent down and snap that arm and put herself in position to win. It was something brand new, that Battle Royal, and she paid the price, being the first eliminated. Look at this, Nigel!
Xena Phoenix Phoenix going for a pinfall cover, but didn't have the leverage she was looking for. That allowed Coach Campanelli to kick out, and now Coach Campanelli on the attack to the very dangerous, very quick Xena Phoenix. She's got that armbar locked in on several opponents, and that is not taking long to get a tap out. Double hip toss from Campanelli and Crush. Crush hooking the leg and getting a 2 count.
If she gets it locked in correctly, she always gonna come out the victor.
Xena Phoenix once again going for that arm bar, David. Such a destructive move.
She's a little scrambled right there when she rolled over and Crush beat her to the punch and getting up and giving the kick. Remember, this is a new discipline for Xena Phoenix. This is professional wrestling.
Podium splash now by Top Tier. Coach Campanelli gonna set up, and Candy Crush going for the big splash to Xena Phoenix, who's now in the corner, David, of Top Tier. You know, the Dojo defenders have reached out to our new WOW superheroes and have been there now as Terror Strike in to break up the count. We can't forget, of course, the trios match with the Dojo defenders teaming up with Diamante.
That's right, Valentina Diamante.
That's right, David.
They are good friends. And in fact, if she wasn't in Mexico tonight, she may have been in here in this match. But Valentina's down with her mom and dad in Mexico, and in came their fellow partner and grappler, Xena Phoenix, who's taking a pounding right now.
Glory Glitter has Xena Phoenix up on her shoulders now as Phoenix tries to fight out and does so. Take a look. Some of that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, some of that catch wrestling coming into play now. And Glory Glitter backs Xena Phoenix into her corner. Phoenix, though, with several elbow strikes, trying to fight her way into this. And a roll through that Ricky Morton would be proud of now as Terror Strike off the top rope. The crossbody to Coach Campanelli, David.
Terror Strike is in, and you gotta watch out with those swift kicks. One that took out many, many months ago, BK Rhythm.
Terror Strike with the hula kick and the Bulldog DDT. But Glory Glitter in to pull off Terror Strike, and Glitter is eager to prove her worth once again to Coach Campanelli and Candy Crush. But Terror Strike now tagging into Karakai. What exciting action this is, David.
Crush with a low, dirty blow to Karakai. The fans reciprocate with booing. Oh my, did you see that?
And Glory Glitter just nails Karakai with the knee right to the back of the head and walks away with a victory, David.
When we were talking about the disciplines of Xena Phoenix, the disciplines that she's used to doesn't have to confront 3 people at one time.
Here are your winners, Coach Campanelli, Candy Crush, and Gloria Glitter. It's Top Tier.
And they remain the Trios Tag Team Champions of the world.
Introducing first from the harsh Australian outback, it's Genesis.
And here comes Genesis, David, who qualified and was part of that 12 superhero over-the-top battle royal. Her focus, David, was to capture the WOW World Championship. She made it to the final 6, David, but didn't make it to the final. That, of course, was the Classmaster and Genesis' opponent tonight, Tormenta. Tormenta, of course, was eliminated by the Classmaster, and so both she and Genesis really using this matchup, possibly, David, to get to you, to send a message to you, David. We're next in line, possibly, for a title opportunity.
Well, there's no doubt both of them will be and are in line because they are both great competitors. We've got 2 potential great champions right here, Tormenta and Genesis.
And her opponent from Guadalajara, Mexico, it's Tormenta.
Tormenta, as of late, has been having exciting competition, not only as a singles competitor, David, but also also lately been teaming up with former WOW World's champion, Princess Aussie. But tonight, it's all about the singles action, David. Heavy implications you just put on this matchup. Did you tell these two superheroes about this before the matchup, or is this something you're just now considering?
I gave them the contract and said, here's your opponent, and they just signed the dotted line. And they knew on their own what they've got to do to get into contention for the gold. And that was win, regardless of who their opponent would be.
The action always so intense and very important each and every match here on WOW Women of Wrestling each week. In charge of this match, our official referee, Julio Rodriguez. But David, before we dive into this matchup, again, we talked about it before this match, but how about Chainsaw and Pep Riley? We saw the clips, we've talked about it. Chainsaw chokeslamming Miranda Mirage right on top of the voodoo doll and carrying Pep Riley out of the WOW arena, David.
There's something there, and I can't speculate at this moment, but there's something there as Tormenta takes Genesis, twists her, turns her, and puts her right into the corner. Genesis, of course, saying it was a chokehold. You're not going to get any sympathy here from our valued Los Angeles fans that are Tormenta fans.
Genesis just attacking the knee of Tormenta. Tormenta fires back with a forearm to Genesis.
She is strong.
For our fans watching at home, if you want to check out anything that we're talking about, if you missed an episode, check us out on WOW Superheroes on YouTube now as Tormenta all the way up top.
High. She's going high. Oh, man. And there she goes.
Tormenta.
Genesis taken outside the ring by Tormenta.
What an arm drag by Tormenta. She sent Genesis outside of the WOW ring with such velocity, and now, as our official makes the count, Genesis very smartly buying herself some time now as Tormenta slides out of the ring. Genesis so quick to slide back in, David.
A little cat and mouse game. You might expect that with Katarina Jinx, but we've got it right here in this singles competition.
Well, Genesis has been studying the greats, David. That's how you become greater now. The intensity of Genesis. Genesis taking down Tormenta with a sling blade type maneuver as our official counts to 2. And of course, we have got a big matchup coming on a little bit later on tonight, David.
I'm interrupting you right there, but what a leg drop by Genesis. She's wrapping that calf around Tormenta's throat. This could be a modified chokehold using both legs. The referee, Julio Rodriguez, noting, no siree. Tormenta's not giving up, Nigel.
Well, Genesis is trying to slow down, David. That momentum now is Tormenta rolls on her back, forcing the shoulders of Genesis down to the canvas. Very smart counter maneuver now.
Wouldn't that have been something? Genesis with the stronger position, but it could have cost her a victory.
She's got the X-Lock locked in on Tormenta, who's trying to find her way to a vertical base now. Jeez. Genesis now with the backcracker to Tormenta as Tormenta was slowly making her way up to her feet. Genesis very smartly put her back down on the canvas.
And as you were noting, and I interrupted you, Nigel, we've got big action in our main event tonight with Penelope Pink. Sorry to interrupt you on that earlier.
No problem, David. This action is so exciting. What a spin kick from Genesis and several open hand slaps. That's enough, says Tormenta, who sends Genesis down to the canvas.
Genesis had her arms, though, locked in above her chest and was able to get out of it. Oh,
my goodness, 2 knees on the body weight of Tormenta just dropped down on the chest of Genesis, who at the very last second able to kick out. Boy, that'll push the air right out of you, David. DDT.
Jamming Genesis into the mat. No, I thought that was 3. And I gotta tell you, I saw Tormenta pulling on some hair of Genesis as she went for that pin. I could see it.
You know what this is, David? Tormenta going up top.
She was a little slow in getting up, and Genesis quickly snaps her down to the mat.
Snapmare from the top turnbuckle, good enough for a 2 count. But Tormenta before, was one of 2 of the last competitors in that WOW World Championship Battle Royal. David, she could have been the new WOW World Champion. It was a numbers game, and now Tormenta has Genesis hooked
Not
up.
all the way up. She doesn't have her all the way up, and I'm going to tell you why. She was stunned when Genesis took her off that rope.
Wait, David,
And
the
look at
feet on
that.
the ropes, the feet were on the ropes. Genesis using the rope for leverage, steals a victory.
Here's your winner, and Genesis!
Genesis, what a huge victory tonight over Tormenta, David. But
Introducing first, accompanied by Adriana Gambino's The Alliance of the Brat Pack, BK Rhythm and Gigi Gianni, hailing from Long Beach, California, it's Reina Del Rey!
well, David, Tormenta suffering a pinfall loss thanks to the feet on the ropes of Genesis, but now we have the Alliance, the Brat Pack, BK Rhythm and Gigi Gianni.
And Adriana Gambino has her alliance, and she's bringing them back down here with her to ringside. And here she is, Adriana Gambino, joining us here at ringside again. The ban has been lifted, and how does it feel, Adriana Gambino, to come back to ringside? Have you learned your lesson? No
David,
more interference.
Listen, David, I never promised you anything. My fingers were crossed. They
And
were
her
crossed behind my
opponent
back.
from the dark side, it's Holidead!
And David, as Reina Del Rey awaits in the ring, here is Holidead, who was also a part of that WOW 12 superhero over-the-top battle royal, as was Reina Del Rey, David.
Well, Reina Del Rey and Holidead, I believe, were one-time friends. Is that right or wrong, Adriana?
Let's just say acquaintances, David. No friends are real in this business, only family.
And they're with you.
They're with me.
You've got your lieutenants, and you got your muscle.
I like to call them my Goombas.
Goombas.
Referee Chad Rico in charge of the action in this matchup. It's Holidead taking on the Alliance's Reina Del Rey. Nigel Zane here at the broadcast booth with David McLean and Adriana Gambino, our guest for this matchup.
Is there any strategy in this matchup, Adriana?
I mean, like I've said before, Reina's all muscle. You know what she did before this? She came straight from the gym. She was bicep curling
Today?
cows. Today. She's
Wow.
still pulling two-a-days at the gym while coming over here and taking care of little Holiday.
You allow that? You don't think she's going to be gassed out?
Nah, David, please. There's no such thing.
Reina Del Rey and Holidead locking back up again, but Reina Del Rey going almost below the belt and kicking Holidead right in the midsection to get an early advantage in this contest. Holidead being forced to fight out of that side headlock and now running right into Reina Del Rey. Like two freight trains running into each other, David. Now, the neck breaker from Holidead, who hangs on to Reina Del Rey.
Well, Reina Del Rey's hardly ever been taken off her feet, and it took several of the WOW superheroes to eliminate her from the Battle Royal.
Yeah, let's not forget that matchup. Reina Del Rey pushing off 3 grown men, 3 referees in that Battle Royal, David. Absolute overwhelming strength.
And there's the Brat Pack on the outside. Gigi Gianni and BK Rhythm, the rapper.
David, you have to think the Brat Pack going to be on their best behavior.
They're always on their best behavior, okay? They do what they're told. Come on, Reina!
Holiday just hammering away at
under the
Reina
ropes.
Del Rey.
She's under the ropes. That's
Well, that
illegal.
means automatic break. And there is an automatic break.
All of a sudden, we're going to pay attention to the rules now, Adriana.
What? I have no clue what you're talking about.
Only when it suits Adriana Gambino.
Look over here. Look over here, guys. Hey, look. Nigel, David, over here.
Holiday. I'm not going to look at Don't forget, David, you're the one that banned the Brat Pack and Adriana Gambino. You can do it again.
That's right.
See, please, I haven't done anything.
You haven't, but your alliance has with BK Rhythm and Gigi Gianni, and
They're
now
staying
Reina
out of
Del
it.
Rey's got the advantage because of it.
Holidead face just being slammed right to the canvas, and now Reina Del Rey unloading with a series of forearm shots to the back of the neck of Holidead, and she's setting up for the drive-by. My goodness.
Beauty, grace, muscle, talent, strength.
That drive-by knee lift to Holidead.
Look at this, Gigi Gianni getting a lick in there.
No, she was just fixing her hair for him.
Holidead almost in a handicap-like type matchup with the Brat Pack on the outside. Oh, boy.
You hear that?
They heard it up in the rafters tonight.
Watch this, little electric chair.
Reina Del Rey. Electric chair sending Holidead face first into the top turnbuckle, David. The damage has been
She's done.
Adriana Gambino's loving what she's seeing.
Chad Rico says two.
What?
Holidead hangs in
That
this
was a slow
matchup.
count. That was a slow count.
Holidead now in the corner.
Ooh, big right hook right there to Holidead. Holidead's in trouble. Whipped across the ring is Holidead.
She's done.
Nobody home.
Reina Del Rey full steam, but runs into the turnbuckle, and Holidead following up on this. Holidead driving the shoulders right into the midsection of Reina Del Rey, and Holidead continues to hammer away at Reina Del Rey, the muscle. Holidead going for the cover now on Reina Del Rey. Oh my goodness. Reina Del Rey kicks out. Gigi Gianni up on
And
the
here
apron.
goes the Brat Pack, getting up there, giving their 2 cents. BK Rhythm disturbing Holidead. First it was Gigi, now it's BK. They've surrounded the ring, and Reina Del Rey has taken advantage of the opportunity.
Holidead with the spine buster onto Reina Del Rey.
Look at this! Brat Pack has come in again! The Brat Pack has come in
Here
again!
comes Chantilly Chella and the Island Girl coming to the aid of Holidead as the Brat Pack and Reina Del Rey tried to assault Holidead after this matchup. The Brat Pack jumping in and stopping this
Where do you
matchup.
guys think you're going? You think you're tough? You think you're bad? The way I see it, the alliance is only strong when they're outnumbering people.
Got a point.
So why don't we even this up?
And as I look around, the math seems to be mathing right now. So I say we extend violence to everyone.
They're setting it up. 3 against 3, Nigel. That's what they want.
A trios challenge being issued, and I'm sure, David, you will sign that match. But right now, we've got to take a break.
Before the break, we've got the official announcement.
And your winner by disqualification is Holidead!
We'll be right back here on WOW.
Introducing first, accompanied by the fabulous Lana Star and Holly Swag from America's Motor City, Detroit, Michigan, it's Penelope Pink!
Oh, David, before we get to this matchup, I cannot wait. The dog food match being set up after Animal Instinct found Big Rig Betty and Jesse Jones in their locker room. The Big Rig and Jesse being so aggravated at Alexander's accommodations threw the food in the face of Animal Instinct. Well, this set up for a dog food match, which will be next week's main event. But getting to this main event, Penelope Pink out here with Lana Star and Holly Swag. And it'll be interesting to see how Holly Swag and Penelope Pink interact. You already saw the hand in the face.
We have no idea what the exact dog food is that they're going to have to eat next week.
And her opponent from St. Louis, Missouri, is Ashley Blaze!
Well, David, a according to Big Rig and Jesse Jones, if it's up to you to pay the bill, it's probably going to be some value brand dog food.
It might be indeed $1.29, baby. That sounds like a good price for dog food.
$1.29, David, you'll probably be buying that 25-cent can. But nonetheless, here's Ashley Blaze set for this main event matchup with Penelope Pink, David.
Ashley Blaze, as we all know, wears that brace only for psychological reasons. She's been medically cleared, but she doesn't want to take it off.
Well, David, Ashley Blaze, a multi-sport athlete, a varsity-level competitor, David, if you will, now in the ring with Penelope Pink. One of WOW's newest superheroes, Ashley Blaze, has certainly been, pardon the pun, blazing a trail here in WOW.
Yes, she has. Penelope Pink right now having that side headlock placed on her. But Blaze having Pink take her hair and push her up against the ropes.
Well, you know, David, what's very...
Blade slides out, and there's Holly Swag on the outside. They're getting in each other's face. And Blaze says, hey, what you want some? And look at that, the boot stopped right 1 centimeter of a second before it hits the nose of Ashley Blaze. Good reaction by Blaze to catch that boot just in time. And now Holly Swag goes to pull off Blaze. Oh, my!
Holly Swag was trying to pull on the leg of Blaze. Blaze now in this matchup, and she's got to keep her eyes on not just Lana Starr, but now Holly Swag. And David, several back elbows from Ashley Blaze. But I'm going to make a bit of an observation here, David. You know, the competitors, Genesis, Tormenta, Reina Del Rey, Holidead, the last 2 matches that we've seen, those competitors were in that 12-person over-the-top battle royal now as Penelope Pink hits that sliding German suplex she calls the passenger princess. But in that matchup, David, we could have seen Penelope Pink become the new WOW World Champion, but she was inadvertently, maybe, knocked out by Holly Swag.
Well, we've talked about it before. Is there a Trojan horse in the house? But Lana Starr is not listening to anyone's conversations. She's taking a shine to Holly Swag, but I don't think the Carlson twins have.
They certainly haven't, and Penelope Pink might be joining the ranks. Just look at Holly Swag and Lana Starr. It would seem to me, David, as if Holly Swag trying to get back on the good side of Penelope Pink in this matchup. Big belly to back suplex, and Penelope Pink just posing in the middle of the ring, very confident of herself.
She pointed right here to us, Nigel, and she made a statement right there. She wants the gold again around her waist, and Lana Starr is all behind it. And if Holly Swag can help, she will, it seems.
Sunset flip down from Ashley Blaze. Good enough for a 2 count, says referee Charlie Wu now. And as Penelope Pink, a variation of the jackknife pin, but Ashley Blaze quickly able to counter. And this is where her being a multi-sport athlete, as this matchup continues, David, I would think the edge might have to go to Ashley Blaze for the conditioning.
Ashley Blaze is certainly in condition to keep it going. And that's up with those double boots right to the midsection of Pink.
That's no knock to Penelope Pink, by the way, who is quite the tremendous athlete herself now, possibly going for, yep, she's sending Ashley Blaze face first into that top turnbuckle. Penelope Pink, a former WOW World Champion. Again, David, quite the athlete and competitor herself. But the game has changed here. The action has picked up here on WOW, David. And Ashley Blaze, one of our newest WOW superheroes, who's bringing that new attitude now as Penelope Pink with that clothesline as it connects with Blaze.
Even though Holly Swag didn't lay a hand on Ashley Blaze, it's got to be disturbing to listen to her yap, yap, yap from the sidelines right into your ear.
Can you imagine?
Ashley Blaze.
Cartwheel splash, elbow drop from Penelope Pink, right in the middle of the ring. Exact placement you want to be, hooks the legs, but it almost like a daisical pin, David.
This is our main event tonight, fans. And the main event in our next episode of WOW is going to be something you want to really see, the dog food match.
That's right, the dog food match. That's going to be next week. And if you want to get some more news on what other matches we'll be having, go to WOWE.com or WOW Superheroes on all social media. Ashley
Look at
Blaze.
this. She was going to pull Blaze. Blaze was going to pull Pink down, but instead delivers a kick right under
the chin, David, and Ashley Blaze extinguishing that momentum that Penelope Pink had going on. Ashley Blaze very smartly pulls Pink right off of that top turnbuckle and able to kick her right in the face. Ashley Blaze, desperation attempt, and now Ashley Blaze and Penelope Pink going shot for shot, David. And I ain't talking about the bar. Penelope Pink just fighting back.
Wow, look at Blaze take Pink down with that right slap.
My goodness, what a forearm shot. What a main event this is, David. Spinning heel kick from Ashley Blaze, followed up by a super kick. This could be Ashley Blaze's night. Good night, Irene. My goodness, what a running boot to Penelope Pink and Blaze. Has Pink locked up. What a DDT! DDT!
Nigel, that could be it.
Ashley Blaze.
Penelope Pink just able to get out on instinct alone.
And the look on Penelope Pink's face right now, David, says it all. Penelope Pink kicking out of that very potent DDT by Ashley Blaze, who now is scrambling to follow up on that maneuver, David. Ashley Blaze has Pink up, and the fireman's carry.
Here's